Roses, roses, roses. We're gonna go rose nutty today. We're gonna paint some beautiful roses, but the main thing we're gonna learn about this particular painting is we're gonna paint some ghost leaves behind the roses, and they're going to be painted in shades of gray, and some of them will be very light and some will be a little darker, and they'll be just sort of dancing around the roses. Yeah. Woo. I'm Gary Jenkins, and welcome to the Jenkins Art Studio. Let's take a look at the painting that I'm going to be working from, and you're going to be able to see those gray leaves back there. Actually, I think I'm going to put a few more gray leaves back there to show you a little bit more about how gray works with color. You see, gray is a neutral color. It doesn't care what's around it, but gray makes color bounce off the canvas, and that's the main lesson for today. The canvas is an 18 by 24, and I have it already prepared with some stuff on here. This background is made up of white with a touch of sienna and a touch of cad red light, just a touch. That's what's in here. Then you take that same mixture that's in here and add some green and sienna, and that's how we get this little bit of an antique edge. Okay, let's come down to the palette and let's get our rose started. First of all, we'll take a touch of medium. This brush is a bright brush. It's a number 18, and it's very soft hair. We don't want to use anything that is stiff hair. This is actually badger hair here. We're going to take some of this, and let's take a little pink, and we're going to find we have a rose that's going to go someplace in here where it spirals around, and we're going to have a little rose in there. And we find our roses first because so we don't get a lot of our, our dark color in where the rose is going to go. There's the face of the rose, there's the belly, and a little bit indicating some of the outside petals. We keep this part very flexible and very loose and free. Now we're going to go in behind it, and we're going to come down to the palette. Here we have, so this is black, a touch of white, and a touch of green. That's what's in here. Now I'm going to reach over and pick up some white way over on the other side. And I'm going to put that over here. So I end up with another lighter value. So we have this value and we have this. Okay, a value means just the darkness or the lightness of a color. We're going to take this gray on up here, and we're going to find some leaves up here. We're going to find another. You notice how the brush is down? You wiggle, wiggle, and come to a point. And we're going to find some of these. I'm going to put a few more leaves in this one than what we have in the painting that I'm working from. So this is the darkest gray that I have down on the palette. So we're going to put this in. Darkest right next to where the flowers are, so that this dark gray will pop those roses off the canvas. Now that's our real dark gray. Now I'm going to wipe the brush and come down and pick up a lighter gray. Now this lighter gray will appear, I'm going to put a little more white with that, appear to recede into the background because it's lighter than this. So you see how the dark comes towards you and the light gray down light leaves recede. So we'll have some of those back here just to give the illusion. They're called ghost leaves. They're just barely there. Now notice the action. We have some leaves flipping this way and some flipping the other. We don't want them all going just one way. We have a larger leaf down here. This is with our lightest gray. And we indicate a leaf in here. Very, very pale leaf. We have another one that'll be coming in here. Wiggle your color in the middle, angle towards the back. We have another one there. Now I'm going to go into the darker. Oh, wait a minute, we've got some stems. We're going to take our green and sienna. And let's put a couple stems in here. Well, got lucky. I got one side light and one side dark. Don't know how that happened. And we have little thorns on there, and that's you push down and pull up, push down and pull up, push down and pull up. We get a little feeling of thorns. And to make one of those stems recede, I've just went down and picked up some gray, let's put a little white on top of that. That gray. White, 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 white. And we're going to take that and make a lighter gray to help try to make that one recede. See, that looks like it's farther back than that. This is dark, that's a little lighter. And maybe something coming off of here, and we'll have our darker gray. I keep wanting to call it green. Because I'm painting leaves, I'm saying my mind says they're green, but we're not painting them green. So we have that gray, and we have another gray down here. You see that go in? Actually, there's no color on them. We might put a little color on them later. Don't know. And we might have another one back here. So you wiggle color down the middle, angle your stroke, and in it goes. Now out of here, over the top of that gray, let's come down the palette. This is where we really get juicy. really get color going. We got a rose color, we got green and sienna, no medium, and we're going to come in here, and we're going to come out of there. Very skinny stem. Oh, let's put that in. Let's get a little more rose and crimson mixed together. Yes, we want a little more red in there. And there. Now we're cooking. And we go right on top of the gray leaves. So now this color is going to force, we take a little red and crimson. This color going on top will force the gray leaves to go farther on back, way back into the back. So we get some dimension to the painting. It keeps the painting from being flat. Up on the top, well, we're going to take some crimson and green, come up to the top, and we'll get a couple of these wonderful dark wiggle leaves up here. And again, as soon as the dark goes in, you can, I'll try to keep my hand out of there, you can see the how this recedes into the background. Let's take a little crimson and red. And maybe we'll get some of that kind of autumn color going. A little red in there, that looks good. Maybe a little shot over here. Boy, we better get on those roses. Well, there you go. That's how you paint those little ghosty leaves, jumping around the back. Let's get on those roses.